Hi guys, welcome to episode 14 of building this huge 16 base plate clone base mock. Last week we worked on that area. Like you guys can see, we basically finished it roughly. Of course, definitely not yet finished, but it's roughly what we want the terrain there to look like. We also worked a bit on the rock work here and on this area here, but today we're gonna start working on the base again. I mainly want to finish off this area, get the furnishment in here, maybe work on these walls, start tiling off this here, work on the railing here, work on these designs here, just finish off this area as much as possible. I also want to start working on tiling off the hangar. It's something we really want to do, so we're planning on tiling this whole hangar off, as well as build these pillars that we want here, and maybe may already make like the roof here. So yeah, that should be interesting. We also are gonna figure out what we want to do with this area here, as well as finish off this here. We worked on it last week episode. We did not show much because it was kind of a tedious work, but in this episode we maybe want to like work a bit more on this here, and maybe already like curve inwards with the rock work. So we're basically gonna work on this area here, on this whole area here, and probably gonna try to finish off that. Maybe we'll start on this area here, the transition, but I don't know that as of yet. So hey guys, if you are excited, definitely drop me a like already, subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, let's get right into this week's episode with a haul. So guys, we got another haul in. This haul will mainly be for tiling of the hangar as well as finishing our little conference room. So yeah, let's take a look at what's inside. A lot of pieces, greatly sorted out. Like you guys can see, everything is in separate bags, so that's really nice. First up, we got control panels, loads of them. These are mainly for the little tables in our conference room, as well as the control room above the hangar that we still need to build. So really nice that we got this in. Some more control panels as well. Then we got tiles. A lot of these tiles, I really like using these, so I'm definitely stacking up on those to be able to use them in this mock and in future mocks. Then we got some G-slopes, mainly for more wall designs, as well as the rock work. Then we got some headlight pieces in light gray. Those are for the tables as well. Then we got some dish pieces. Those are for the chairs. So yeah, really nice that we can finally finish off all our chairs for the conference room and other rooms in our base. Then we got these ones. I really like using these for little ventilation openings in our walls. So yeah, very nice to have these little mud guards. I think those are called mud guards. Then we got some a little amount of grill pieces, some dark orange slopes, but those are for a different mock, as well as this one for the Geonosis series, so you guys will see those in the Geonosis series. Then we got loads of 6x6 dark bluish gray tiles. These are for the hangar, of course. Really nice that we got so many in. So yeah, it's now just a matter of tiling and finishing off the hangar, as well as these 1x6s. Very nice, we use them in our snot wall designs as well as the hangar, so nice that we got these in. Then we got more 6x6 tiles, now in light bluish gray, so that's also pretty nice. Then we got some more control panels, just other type of control panels to have some variation. Then we got some curved inverted slopes. Always handy to have those will be used in our table design. Then we got some 1x1 bricks, very useful. I can never have enough of these, I always run out, so very nice that I got these in. Some more G-slopes, these are for the wall designs that we have. Some slopes, smaller ones, not curved, but just the normal 1x2 slopes. Then this little engine piece for a little section in the mock that we still need to make and film. Then we got some clone hair pieces in white. I think white clone hair is pretty dope, so I wanted some clones with white hair in our mock, so that's why I bought this. Then finally we got a little Republic logo, like you guys can see. Very nice that we could pick this up. A very expensive piece as well, but yeah, this will definitely spice up our mocks. You guys can't see it that well, sadly enough, but looking very nice. So glad that we could pick these up, and then we'll end up this haul with these tiles. So yeah, very nice haul, guys. A little bit of stuff for Geonosis, but that's for another series, and loads of stuff for the clone base. So I'm very excited to continue building. So yeah, guys, let's get right into this week's episode. The first thing we did in this episode was continue working on the hangar flooring. Finally time to put down some tiles. We continued the design that we designed earlier in a past episode. Really excited to finally hide the filler brick underneath our tiles and just have a smooth surface where we can build our awesome hangar on. Like every episode, we also did some rock work. Really important to continue working on this rock work every episode, just because it's such a huge mountain and it's really important to just get that progress done every episode, otherwise it will take ages until this rock work is complete. But really happy with how this is turning out. After that, it was finally time to continue working on the conference room. First of all, we had to design chairs. Really happy with how my little design turned out. We need 10 in total to furnish the bottom part of the conference room, so that's what I'm doing now. As I said earlier, really glad how this chair design turned out, and I think it will look amazing in the end result. I also installed some more wall designs, our little clone base design that we have throughout our whole mock. Really happy with how this little snot part is turning out. Again, very piece intensive, but it looks really good. I also came up with a really cool table design, some sort of, voting stand really, where they can vote. And also just a little spot where they can put their coffee, for example. Just a really cool, good looking design, I think. Very smooth on all sides, and really happy with how this little thing turned out. Afterwards, it was time to furnish the bottom floor of our conference room, putting down the chairs, putting down the tables, and yeah, the end result is looking pretty nice. Can't wait to add some minifigures here. I worked a bit more on the outside, installed some more ventilation shaft entrances. Really happy with how this little design came out, so we definitely want to use it throughout the whole base, so that's what I'm doing here. Geoffrey also started working on our hangar entrance. He created some sidewalls. Those aren't final yet, we need to add some more details, but we'll do that in a minute. He also created a really cool shield wall that will look very nice. We hope to add some lights in that in the end result of the mock. But yeah, the entrance here is looking pretty cool, and I think it will be epic when finished. We went for a pretty simple design. We basically reused some designs that we used earlier in our base. We went for 2 dark red stripes just to have some similarities between the hangar part and then the bottom floor, like the armory and the prison cells. We also went for a little ventilation shaft entrance just because that design looks good and we wanted to reuse that in that area. So guys, this is how the hangar entrance currently looks from the outside. Really cool. The rock work above it will look epic when finished. I think we did an amazing job with this area. Also on the inside we finally finished it. So yeah, really happy with how this entrance is turning out, guys. In the meantime, I'm working on finishing the outside of our conference room in our base. I'm basically working on the edge of the wall that we have next to our conference room, making this a smooth wall with some nice lights to have some similarities between other parts of our base. It was also finally time to work on the pillars in our hangar. We went for a pretty cool design, I think. Like, we used spare parts that we did not use yet in our base, and the end result is definitely turning out pretty cool. So we're very glad that we came up with this smoother design, less corners, more smooth corners, and yeah, really like how this pillar design is turning out. To finish off this episode, I worked a bit more on the flooring on our first floor, just to be able to add on the railing in another episode later on. So guys, this is where we are going to wrap up episode 14 of building a clone base, and boy, we made some progress. Like you guys can see in the background, we made this whole area here. We tiled off the hangar, we built these awesome good looking pillars, as well as this awesome some sort of shield door. with these nice details at the side. Really happy with how this area is turning out, and also very excited to finish off this area. We also worked on the conference room. Like you guys can see, it's looking pretty nice. We put in the furnishment and we made these awesome little, like some sort of voting stands. Really happy with that. We also worked a bit on this wall here, did some tiling here. The railing will be for another episode, but this is how this little area looks currently. We also worked a bit on the rock work, just trying to work on it like every episode. We're not gonna show you the full time lapse of the whole rock work just because this is kind of repetitive after a few times. Furthermore, we worked a bit more on this front area here. Like you guys can see, we made this area look as beautiful as this area, so very pleased with that. So overall, a really good episode, really excited for the next episode. If you guys enjoyed, definitely drop us a like, subscribe if you haven't already. You really don't want to miss this awesome building episode. And other than that, we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye guys, take care.